Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Unfortunately, I have to start this video off with some bad news. We have lost Gustavo Badell at the age of 50 years old. Gustavo is a former Ironman Pro winner, but he's probably best known for beating Ronnie Coleman in the challenge round at either the 2004 or 2005 Mr. Olympia. As of right now, I'm not sure of his exact cause of death. Nick Trigilli reported that he passed of a stroke, but Nick is the only person I've heard report on that, so take that for what you will. I'm just passing along to you guys the information that I have. But personally, I was a fan of Gustavo's physique. I've actually mentioned him in my archive of the day at least 2 or 3 times. But once again, rest in peace to Gustavo. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Good Vito. Now, I know I'm very late covering this topic, and I apologize to you guys. I was feeling a little bit under the weather yesterday, but Good Vito jumped off a stage and he ended up injuring his knee. Now, what are my thoughts on this topic? I don't really think it was the best idea. I don't really think it's a bad idea to jump off the stage if it's 1 or 2 feet tall, but the stage that Vito jumped off, it looked to be pretty high. But update, Good Vito is still working out, and it looks like the injury did not slow him down at all. I heard he will be competing in the Europa Pro against Regan Grimes and Nathan Diasha. And I also heard recently that it's possible that Good Vito does the Yamamoto Cup Italy. Now, do I think this is a good idea considering the injury that he has? I don't think it is a good idea, and it's simply because I don't think he's going to be at 100% at these shows. It's possible that Vito looks great. It's possible he even pulls off a win because he's just a freak, but I don't think he's going to be 100%. He still has 9 weeks to go, guys. Maybe at 2 weeks out or 3 weeks out, but I just think it's going to be a stretch. But this guy is an absolute freak, and it's possible he can still have a great showing without training legs for 9 weeks. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think? And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Michal Krizo at about 17 weeks out from the Mr. Olympia. And I want to give a huge shout out to Michal Krizo once again, because I didn't think this guy was going to be able to bring conditioning that good this fast. As I mentioned before, there's a lot of guys we've been waiting years and years for them to finally get conditioned, and I thought Michal Krizo was going to be one of those guys. But the level of conditioning that Michal Krizo brought to the Impro Classic was pretty impressive, and I've said this before, along with other bodybuilding outlets, Krizo has that crazy see-through skin that I like to compare to Sean Ray, and some people think on the Olympia stage that is really going to make a difference. And take a look at Michal Krizo right now, 17 weeks out, and he's still looking pretty conditioned. And Michal Krizo's goal at this year's Olympia is just to finish within that top 10, and I think that is 100% possible. I'm already predicting Krizo to be in the top 10. I'm not exactly sure where yet. Top 6, I think it is a possibility, but it's a stretch. Now let's switch over to Hassan Mostafa ahead of the Vancouver Pro. I think this is my 3rd time predicting Hassan to win a show this season, but it should finally happen in Vancouver. He will be going up against Prince Boabang, and I recently discovered this guy. He has a great physique, very bubbly. I don't think he's going to have enough to take out Hassan, but watch out for this guy. Also, Aaron Golly, Standy Longo, Morgan McDonald, and Nathan Spear. Looking forward to the Vancouver Pro. Now let's switch over to Emir Omeragic. I told you guys in my Portugal Pro wrap-up, I was going to talk about this guy once we got better images. The level of conditioning that Emir brought to Portugal, it's just downright disgusting, gnarly, grainy. Oh my God, it is truly a different level of conditioning. Emir just needs a little bit more size to pair with this. And let's switch over to Patrick Johnson. I have some more bad news for you guys. Unfortunately, Patrick uploaded the image on the left today with a very long caption. He will not be competing this year because Patrick discovered he has a tumor in his pelvic area. Based off what I read in that paragraph, Patrick is going to take this year off, but it didn't sound like he's going to retire. Hoping for the best from Patrick. This guy placed 13th in his Mr. Olympia debut. Very freaky physique. This guy really came out of nowhere, taking 2nd at the Arnold Classic UK, but hoping this guy gets well soon. And let's switch over to 212. We have a recent update from Keone Pearson ahead of the Texas Pro. And honestly, at this point, Keone is posting more updates than I can keep up with. But as I said before, if a guy's posting a lot of updates, that just means he really likes the way that he looks. And take a look at the conditioning on Keone at exactly 5.3 weeks out. And Keone also did a guest posing and some very good lighting. And just so you guys know, I sped up this video just a little bit so you don't ask why Keone is posing so fast. And as I've said before, Keone is definitely the best poser in the 212 division, and in my opinion, one of the best posers in bodybuilding as a whole. And it's pretty obvious why, including his crazy physique, but Keone's posing routines are flawless or close to flawless. Sean Ray is my favorite bodybuilder. I've analyzed all his posing routines numerous times. I can notice when a guy makes one mistake. Even Terrence Ruffin slips up from here to there, which is no problem, of course, but a lot of times Keone is posing flawlessly. No mistakes, no hesitation. Now let's switch over to Branch Chen Kang, who is 2.5 months out from competing at a show, and he's looking pretty conditioned here. Take a look at the striations and the delts. And I already think Chen Kang is a top 6 Olympian, especially from the front, but once he turns to the side and the back, he's usually lacking in conditioning a little bit, and he could also bring the back up. Hopefully he has made improvements to his back, and I guess we will see in about 10 weeks. I should look at the schedule and see what shows are around that time. I'll let you guys know pretty soon. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this bodybuilder? And this is actually my first time seeing him back when he actually was bodybuilding. But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Once again, I apologize for the slight delay in videos. Wasn't feeling the best yesterday. Probably was that fish I went and got on my lunch. I knew I should have cooked my own. But I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.